Hello, everybody. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the Zook or What If Dragon Man was in Seven Deadly Sins. Today, was gonna do this, or I'm doing this, but I was trying to think about doing what if I, like an eyeball, was in the Power Rangers. So, if you like this, or if you like that video, or any other video, hit that or comment down below. So let's begin. So, and yeah, Zuko is the big brother to Zaratros Meliodas. And he is really good friends with, because how big he is. Let me show you. He is basically bigger than 25,000 drolls, or like giants, put together. So he has two human forms. Or he has a human form. So, yeah, this is his human form. But he's unimmune by, like, forbidden spells or, like, anything. Plus, he really he's really good friends with the goddess race thing. Her, mostly. Sorry. So, yeah. She always plays, like, games with him. So, yeah. So when demons and angels were at war, like holy war thing or whatever, he was like brokenhearted because he loved the games playing, but the Demon King told him to go do whatever he wants. But there is one thing that you must do: kill those vampires. I will. As he walks over to the vampire kingdom, as he's trying not to as a demon king, or not demon king, vampire king says to him, "Hey, little boy, what's your name?" My name is Dragon and Man, but people call me Dragon for it. You don't look like a dragon. I'm in my human form. But my father, the Demon King, told me to come and slaughter you all, but only leave 2 survivors. As they're like, As of course she could tell his aura is so. Of course she smiles at him. The as the Demon King really sends his best kids. How is our trust? Us, by the way, dragon? Well, he's at home, or he's at home, and you're thank goodness. So, and then the vampire girl, she's when she's in his presence, she gets this weird like vibe, like he really or she really wants to name him. So he remembers her. Sometimes he goes over to the vampire kingdom to just hang out with the rest of them. And when she was just let's say she was just the same age as him at a time. And he has that aura. So when among the demon clan, he actually he always gets noticed by those demon ladies. One of them is actually her. But she's trying not to, like, getting nosebleeds or, like, any of that stuff. So, yeah. But then, so he says, has been a while, hasn't it? So he chose both of them. Don't worry. You'll see him again soon. I keep my promise. Huh? Alright. So, yeah. So she knows because him and her always, like, they always like to talk to each other's. Or he's always a quiet one. And should I say? And yeah. But for the rest of ya, don't hold this against me, okay? As the Demon King and the or not Demon King, Vampire King says, don't worry, we won't hold it against you. So go ahead. as he basically teleports both of them. Or actually, he puts them in a little ball thing and have them in his thing, his own pocket universe. As he slaughtered the entire kingdom of vampire things. He was he actually transformed into his big form, and he starts slaughtering all of it with just without any hesitation. Yeah. So but at the Demon King's base, or at the Demon King's lair thing, she was heard that, and her favorite boyfriend was slaughtering a bunch of vampires. As he so then that's going on. And after the 1,000-year-old war thing, they all start to go into hiding. But the dragon and man actually joined, and when he saw his brother 16 years thing, or when he saw him at Downfall, he was actually, instead of getting sealed by ancient magic thing, he ends up because he's unimmune by that kind of spells. So he basically has enough power. So yeah, he basically as yeah, he basically so yeah. Then after that, I'm skipping parts because it is in more into the canon version, but with him. So he did already meet he already met Bond in Seven Deadly Sins. And then so he can tell as he walks into his room thing as he tells, huh, hmm, sorry to interrupt you, and I can't help but notice you have changed on me. As he, his voice, or actually he turned, and Floudrin, that was possessing him, recognizes him. Dragon, is that you? Huh. Yeah? Who else was it? Do you remember me? I'm Floudrin, and or actually, he had the power to see if they are getting controlled by someone. So he looks in to Floudrin, or into his, like, where Floudrin was. Oh, I didn't recognize you. So, as he says, huh, it has been a long time, hasn't it? And sorry about trying to kill you. It's, huh? I was just trying to do my part. Or, As Floudrin knows that he was just playing along in that 16 years, But he actually did save his brother. The one that, like, in the anime, or probably manga too, that he looked like, I think, a porcupine thing. So, yeah. He's saved him. And he made a clone of him before. And then I was like, huh. And they blame it on 7 deadly sins. As, yeah. As he's sometimes in his bedroom, having, like, his heart starts beating really fast. But in the sealed world, that's what I call it, the one that she could feel this odd feeling of her own heart beating. She can tell that her favorite boyfriend was Dragon Man, but he might not remember her. Or let's go back in the past before I end up forgetting. So, yeah, he actually did save her, like, sister, that forbidden spell thing, or ancient spell thing. So he says, huh, As I don't want my friends to end up getting destroyed by you. We were used to be allies, but now we became enemies. And he says, yeah, it has to be like this. Yes. So, I know that, it was him and, forget the other guy, other person's name. So, he ends up saying, yeah. So he says this, there must be a demon. As his anger, like, you really want me to show my true self, aren't you? As the Malaskla and them, both of them, says, you shouldn't have done that. Now he's gonna get mad. As he's like, as he shows his 4 heads, 2 giant wings, and like all that stuff. So he actually attacked and hit them with such brutal force that even when, like, of course, he dodges the attacks and like hang as yeah. As she can read the power levels and like magic things. But when she looked at him, man, she was a little bit spooked out. She never seen a power level and magic user go beyond, like, I don't know what the max limit is. But when she saw him, yeah, they all were spooked. Or actually, she asked Malaskala what is his power level and magic thing. As, where is she? So she says it's the, ready? Of course, she says infinity for both. Oh. As all the demons and like looked at her and said, wait, his powers and magic are infinity? Sheesh. As each head contains like their own words, like, we will destroy you. Yeah. It's like that. So, yeah. So he builds up enough energy and absolutely, like, they were pretty, like, scared of his power. Like, Elizabeth had to step in, and she said, "No, huh. I know that you always been so kind-hearted. You always pay a visit to the Angel Clan, or Goddess Clan, to play board games. But as he looks at her and says, I do not understand." As it was like, went from blue, red, brown, and then green. Then it, like, it's like a, as, Elizabeth told him, that he do not kill what you have respect for. So, Now, get back into a present day. Sorry, So, he was like, He already met, and like, King Bon. Where is it? He already met, like, King Bon, Gother, and Diane, and the Merlin. And so he says, And but when he heard that they were betrayed the kingdom, he was, of course, between who's the one that all's in love with him, her, and then where's that orange girl? Forgot that orange girl. I'm trying to look, but just give me a moment. Here. Her. So, sorry for that wait. And the so she ends up, or in this timeline, she ends up not had no interest in Gil. Thunder? But she ends up falling in love with Dragon Man. But she was always too embarrassed to go walk up to him and tell him, because, so and then, he just, so, and Gil Thunder was working with him. But he sure says, like, you know why Hingil Thunder? Yes, Dragon Man? You know why my... Of course, Dragon Man says, you know why my name is Dragon Man? Because I can do this. As he transforms into a literal dragon and starts using all of his power all at once, and he annihilated the entire tribe thing, and entire, or one head uses one element, the other uses the other. And then, of course, when he saw him at first, he starts shaking because he never seen the power like his before. As he walks up to him, it, as he says this, are you still with me, Money? Because he has more respect for him. Because he doesn't want... So, yeah. So he ends up saying that to him as he turns one of his heads, or all four of them, and he says, I am still here. Yeah. So, yeah. As he transforms back into his human form. And, yeah. So, he has... he attracts... Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, of course, 4 girls in this what if. So, yeah. And plus, he actually does help her, as he says, as this creating landmines, aren't you? Well, I'll go get her. As he knows the Holy Knights inside and out. So, as they... Of course, Veronica, was trying to chase Elizabeth, her sister, and as he gets already knows what we're planning. You crazy. As he actually did transform into dragon and surrounded Veronica and Elizabeth. As his tail got landed on that landmine thing, and it explodes, and nothing happens. There's only like a brown mark, but he wipes it off of his tail. But one of his heads, yeah. As Meliodas breaks out, and plus he has, when he was in the demon thing, he always had respect for his brother. So yeah, he basically becomes, or so he remembers who he was. Oops, sorry. So yeah, and now do a time skip to battling against him. Yeah. And don't worry, act like me. Ready, Leonis? 3, 2, 1, jump! As he jumps and boom. As he lands right on his feet. Yeah. As King says, or he says this. Yes. Or Bond's well, it's pitch black dark and can see. As he uses his own power, or of one of his of his head things, he transforms into a little bit smaller version. He is same size as, or he is just or he uses his own fire power to light up the room. And yeah, then they encountered him, and then as he says, as he looks at Bond or he says thank you to Bond, but he looks at the at Dragon Man, and he says, I know your real form is a dragon. How did it feel to become a dragon? With all that power that you have stored in your body. So yeah, he basically becomes this. So yeah, then they all of them got blasted out of there because he becomes that, and he starts running. But Zuko, or not Zuko, the Dragon Man and says that, or he uses his tail and smacks him around. And or actually, scratch it. He was in his human form, because so that no holy knights can attack him, because he told Gilthunder one day that, or actually, Gilthunder's like, how did it feel to transform into a dragon? You should have said, how did it feel to transform into a human? I was born as a dragon, but I got my power to becoming a human. But to answer that question of yours, it felt good to be back in my own skin. But there is upsides to it, but there's also downsides. Like, everyone is always constantly trying to, if it was a holy knight like you yourself, would you, like, kills me? As Gilthunder says, no, I won't kill you. Dural, you're just so awesome, okay? Plus, we're friends, no matter what. We act like brothers, but yeah. So, yeah. So, Gilthunder tells him that, or actually, when Dragon Man was with the Roars of Dawn thing, he says, that's weird. As he remembers his own, like how they got, like, control the others. As he goes in, and he actually tore the armor off, as he says, sorry, Thunder. As he knows it was Gother, or Thunder, he grabbed that arrow. As he says, Gil, are you still in there? Or, like, whatever that, I forget in canon. So, yeah. So he actually just flicks. So he uses his hand to bypass and grabs the sesame seed thing, and he's trying to pull it out. As Roars are dawn, and they're like, what are you doing? As Gother says, order to save the Holy Knight from getting, like, killed, we have to remove the sesame seed from the Holy Knight part. That's what he's doing. as like Blade says, "Oh, that's what he's doing." Huh. As he's trying to pull like it off, as he gets flung backwards and landed like a cartoon into a boulder. And yeah. So oh yeah. He basically as he did crack his head or cracks the boulder thing when he went down as he gets up like he rubs his forehead like ow. I could feel that in the morning. As he had a really bad like bruise. So yeah. So now Gil Thunder or let's get back to the fight thing. So Gil Thunder tells the Holy Knights that he know what to do. So yeah. He basically says, have you guys seen Dragon? As the they're all like looking at him like, wait, what? A dragon? We do know a dragon, man, but not as So he really did the special like he just absolutely as he says, looks like we're too late. He's already transformed. As he flies over as Meliodas went in and asked as Dragon Man to transform into a dragon and like barricade all the or like create a wall around him. For sure. Don't worry. Clear. as he transforms into a dragon, it was so beautiful that even everyone's like, holy crud, is that a dragon? As he wraps his tail around, because his tail could like do like 4 circles or like around the entire thing. So, and yeah, they're like, some of them are like, they couldn't believe that someone with that always are so shy, he turns out to be a dragon. And Jiro, was she couldn't believe that she's like wanted to go on a date with a dragon. And so did her, but they as one of or all four voices or he says sorry to not tell you. Oh. As they're like, hey, you're okay. Next time, tell us. Yes. Yeah, and of course, he uses his all four. We try not to get killed by you. So, holy knights. As they're like, don't worry. As they're like, don't worry. So, yeah. Then let's do a time skip. And they got free. Sorry. So, yeah, so Gil Thunder was like, as they're like, good morning. What's this, Meliodas? Oh, this is my new pork thing that I'm trying out. It's not real pork, it's just fake. So he does say, like, don't worry, Ox. It's not real. It just looks real, but it's just flavors. So he looks at it. Okay. As he's like took a bite of it, and he says, "Huh, hey, Milliones, do you have a toothpick on you?" That's what I'm. As they're shocked, like they couldn't. Of course, then Gil Thunder remembers that that Henry always likes his cooking for some reason. But he still like runs out and yeah. Come on. He died. So yeah. I'm just gonna go over there and say hi to them. And let me get this out of the way before. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment of what do you want me to do what if the eyeball was in the Power Rangers? So yeah. And he doesn't like get despised by the demons, but Meliodas is. So, yeah. And he, like, I'll be right back. Okay? Gonna go see them. As he transforms into his full power, and because he's trying, or he's banging on, or sometimes he, in his sleep, he's only person that really hears him talking to himself was, of course, Gother. Gother walks over to him, and he knows that his heart beats really loudly, as he had a body pillow thing. He's trying, or not like the anime body pillow, but he just has a pillow that he grabs. So, yeah, Gother's like, you're okay. Okay. As they have to tape his mouth shut thing so that he doesn't accidentally set an entire cavern on fire. So, yeah. So, oh, yeah. So he flew over using his dragon form. He's landed, and he was like, huh, it's been a long time. As he transforms back into the human, has been a long time, hasn't it? So, yeah, he basically tells them that. As he says, huh, it has been a long time, huh. Well, between you and him, or between you and, okay, as they were like being like, 10 commandments is like his own brother and sisters. As Gallon of Truth is like, huh, yeah, it has been a long time, hasn't it? And of course, Melaskula says, how was your, living among these humans, and they know that I'm dragon? Sorry. So, yeah. And I'm skipping the most of the part. So, peace out, Cub Scouts. Please leave a like, share, subscribe.